With anointed I have been crucified, and no longer am I living, but anointed is living in me. And what now I am living in flesh, I am living in faith, the faith of the Son of the God, the one having loved me, and having handed over himself on behalf of me. I am not setting aside the grace of the God, for if righteousness were through Torah, then anointed died needlessly. Galatians chapter 3. O unmindful Galatai! Who did bewitch you, before whose eyes Yeshua anointed was openly portrayed, having become crucified? This only I am wanting to learn from you. Received ye the Spirit out of effectuations of Torah, or out of a hearing of firm faithfulness? Are ye being so unmindful, having made a beginning by means of Spirit, now by means of flesh, are ye making an end? Did ye suffer so many things in vain, if it be indeed in vain? He therefore that supplieth to you the Spirit, and worketh miracles among you, out of effectuations of Torah, or out of a hearing of firm faithfulness? Even as Abraham trusted to the God, and it was reckoned to him into righteousness. Be ye knowing, therefore, that the ones out of firm faithfulness, these ones are being sons of Abraham. And the Scripture, having foreseen that the God is justifying those of the nations out of firm faithfulness, preached the announcement beforehand to Abraham, saying, In thee all the nations shall become blessed. So then the ones out of firm faithfulness are being blessed with the faithful Abraham. For as many as are being out of effectuations of Torah are being under a curse. For it hath been written, Cursed is everyone who is not continuing in all the things having been written in the book of the law to effectuate them. Now that no one is being justified by means of the law before the God is evident in that the righteous shall live out of firm faithfulness. And the law is not being a justifier out of firm faithfulness, but the one having effectuated them shall be having life by means of them. Anointed redeemed us from the curse of the law, having become a curse for us. For it hath been written, Cursed upon is every one hung upon a tree, so that into the nations the blessing of Abraham might become by means of anointed Yeshua, so that we might receive the promise of the Spirit through the firm faithfulness. Brothers, I am speaking according to man, a covenant having become confirmed, even though a covenant be of a man, yet still no one is setting aside or adding upon. Now to Abraham the promises were spoken, and to the seed of him. He is saying not, and to the seeds, as of many, but as of one, and to the seed of thee, which is being anointed. And this I am saying, a covenant having been confirmed beforehand by the God, the law having become after 430 years, is not invalidating so as to nullify the promise. For if the inheritance is out of the law, it is no more of promise, but the God hath granted it to Abraham through a promise. What then is the law? It was added because of transgressions till the seed should come to whom it hath been promised upon, having been ordained through messengers by the hand of a mediator. Now the mediator is not of one, but the God is being one. Is the law then against the promises of the God? Hallelujah, not so. For if a law was given being able to effectuate life, beingly the righteousness would have been being out of the law. But the scripture shut up all the things under sin, that the promise out of firm faithfulness of Yeshua anointed might be given to the ones thus believing. But before the firm faithfulness covenant came, we were being guarded under the law covenant, shut up into the firm faithfulness covenant being about to be revealed, so that the law hath become our pedagogue into anointed, that we might become justified out of firm faithfulness. But the firm faithfulness having arrived, we are being no longer under a pedagogue. For ye are all sons of God, through the firm faithfulness in anointed Yeshua. For as many of you as were baptized into anointed, did put on anointed. There can be neither Yehudi nor Hellen. There can be neither bond nor free. There can be no male and female. For ye all are being one man in anointed Yeshua. And if ye are being of anointed, then are ye being seed of the Abraham, according to the promise, heirs. But I am saying that as long as the heir is being a child, he is differing nothing from a bondservant, though he is being Lord of all things, but is being under guardians and stewards until the day appointed of the Father. So we also, when we were children, we were being ones having become enslaved under the rudiments of the world. But when the fullness of the time came, the God sent out his Son, having become out of a woman, having become under the law covenant, so that he might buy out the ones under the law covenant, so that we might receive the sonship.